Most leadership problems today, they aren't a skill gap, they're stress habits. Leaders under pressure, we don't rise to the level of our insight, we fall to the level of our habits. I want to introduce you to quietly disruptive leadership because you don't need more belief, you need more proof. Proof that you can do hard things. And that kind of proof speaks for itself.
Jody Urquhart is one of the most in-demand speakers in North America on resilience, leadership, and workplace culture.
She's spent over 2 decades working with leaders and organizations under real pressure: healthcare, education, frontline teams, corporate leadership.
She's also a best-selling author of multiple books.
Please join me in welcoming Jody Urquhart to the stage.
Have you noticed today that everybody wants your attention? And if they don't get it, they just get louder. If you don't respond to their email in a timely manner, they are going to set up a meeting about the email. And then they are going to invite people who weren't even alive when the problem first started. Here's a quick rule of thumb. If your relationships require paperwork, then you've gone too far. Most leadership today is loud. It forces compliance over commitment, and then we accidentally train people to disengage. And that becomes a problem when you need to influence people who you have no authority over. For 27 years, I've been talking to leaders who work under a lot of pressure, and their people really matter. And here's what we find. It's not the stress, the job, even the change or the circumstances that create most of our stress. Instead, it's our response to it. Leaders under pressure, we stop relating and we start reacting to habits, not humans. I will disrupt those habits quietly so as not to reinforce the stress that keeps them in place. Leaders who practice these simple micro resets, they find that communication is calmer, their meetings are shorter, and that trust is built faster.
Under pressure, 3 things collapse: listening, empathy, and language. Listening, we tend to scan for a confirmation bias, confirmation of what we already know to be true, instead of new, relevant, pertinent information.
Empathy narrows. We see people as tasks, roles, obligations, to-do lists instead of the human who's in front of us.
And then language dissipates. We speak in absolutes like always and never,
instead of seeing the nuances. When it comes to communication, it's not the message, it's the messenger. It's not what you do, it's who you are, it's how you show up while you're doing it. Everything about your life right now, from the way you communicate to your stress levels, to your workloads, is directly shaped by stress habits. Because under pressure, we default to urgency and control. It might show up as you multitask, or you micromanage, you overextend yourself, you nitpick, or you procrastinate. These aren't personality problems. These are stress habits. And you don't disrupt them by getting louder or being more forceful. You disrupt them by interrupting the response. Because when you don't reward urgency with immediacy, when the reward disappears, the behavior loses its power.